So this is a question I always ask when I work with a new client, right? Um, One of the many questions I ask, but generally it's either one of two kind of camps where it's we don't have strategy or you have too much strategy, right? You have too many objectives you're trying to reach. And this is my case for only having three strategies for your social media, right? Why you want to only focus on three. And well, let's just talk about it a little bit. So three gets used a lot, right? One, two, three, top three. In my last video, I talked about the three reasons why. And the reason why, you want to focus on three is because four just feels like you're getting stretched thin, right? Um, in Bob Iger's book, he talked about when he was going to become, or not become, but he was vying for like, you know, head of the company, and he worked with like a strategist or whatever. And the strategist told him like, hey, you need to just focus on three things because you're all over the place. And I think that's what it just comes down to, right? When you have three kind of tasks that you're working towards, then you know that you're a lot more narrowed down, you're a lot more focused, right? You have four, five, six. It's like, well, which one do I really go at, right? And if you think about like a traditional work week of Monday through Friday, right? If you're focusing on three things, you can focus on one thing on Monday, second thing on Tuesday, the third thing on Wednesday, and then on Thursday and Friday, you can get to whatever you didn't get to in between those, or you maybe need to like focus a little bit more on three or two or whatever, right? All right, so we're talking social media specifically, but honestly, this just goes back to your organization itself, right? And again, why three objectives or goals? Because you can't be spread too thin, right? Three is enough for you to really focus on. And then if you can add a fourth, yeah, go ahead. But I always advise never adding a fourth. Stick to three because that's again what you'll be able to really handle within your organization, right? And sometimes you're just a one-person team, so you really just want to stick with three. But a lot of the times, companies will have a hard time figuring out what their strategy is, what social media really means to their organization. And honestly, I'll just say, well, this just goes back to your company itself, right? So let's just talk about what your goals are for this year, right? So what are your top three goals for this year? And then they'll say something like, we want more sales. Like, okay, cool. We want more, we want to have more growth. Like we want to bring in more clients. All right, cool. So, you know, those those strategies and those goals that those goals that you're working on are the same strategies you're going to use in social media, right? So, okay, we want to have more sales. All right. Well, in order to have more sales, you got to have, a customer base that kind of knows you, or they know what to get from you, right? So again, we're going to build community. We're going to build people who understand and recognize your brand, right? Cool. Or at least they want to give you a chance at it, right? So we start curating posts around that, right? We start curating posts around being interactive. Again, we talked about polls last time, right? Or I believe yesterday. So then you can do more polls. You can do more posts where, again, you're interacting, you're asking questions, right? You have a post where the first like kind of card is on IG, and the first card is like a photo, and then the second one is a video, and on that first photo you ask a question, and then in the video you have something directly related to what you were asking, right? And then in the comments you're liking and talking back, and not talking back, but responding back. And again, that just helps build that community, right? These followers know that you're going to be interacting with them. Again, Instagram has a whole store built into their platform. Now, obviously, they're going to take a percentage of those, but still, that tool is available for you, right? Excuse me. Or you can send them straight to that website where they can purchase your product or service or whatever, right? You can offer social media specific discounts, right? So they have to follow you to get said discount. Again, you want to go back to what your strategy is for the organization as a whole, and then look at that and see what you can do for social media and how that fits in. Now, again, that really is if you have no social media strategy whatsoever, right? Like you have no idea where to start. The best way to start is to find out what the organization's goals are, and then adjust those to be for social media as well, right? And then some clients know exactly what they want to do. They know exactly how they're going to reach some social media goals. They just want to be specific to social, right? They're like, you know what? I just want more followers. I don't care if it's building community or not. I just want to see more followers. All right, cool, right? No problem. That's a social media specific goal, right? Sounds good. Let's do it. But we get lost in like well, I'm not sure what it should be. I'm not sure where to go. I'm not sure exactly, how I should put this together. All good. Go back to what the organization is doing, and then boom, you will have your goals. You know where you're going. You know what those objectives are going to be. And stick to 3. Stick to the top 3, and hopefully you get some success, and let me know how it goes. But anyhow, all right, great video. Over and out.